So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
No touch that. Hey, let's go, let's go, let's go. Trimmer, trimmer, trimmer. No touch.
Throwing is Hurts. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Second and 10.
Crowd love Yeti. Great, great, great. Set. On anyone, huh? Crowd love Yeti. Crowd love Yeti. No touch.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That'll be caught left side. It's Goddard. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line.
19 yards.
That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Crowd on anyone, huh? No touch.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Now the Falcons will use their 3rd final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
No touch that. On anyone, huh? Yeti, Yeti. 63, 63, 63. No touch.
Throwing is Hurts. Pass downfield is caught by Brown. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
31 yards.
Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts, and it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half.
36-yard line.
1st and 10 now from the 36.
Great, great, great. Set. Go Silver, ready? 180, 180. No touch.
Now Hurts. He'll take a shot here, back to the end zone. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incomplete.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. It's 2nd down.
No touch that. On anyone, huh? Hey. No touch.
To throw is Hurts. He's going to look downfield once again. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. This is going to be from 53 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. So we are at halftime. Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports.
Bradley Pinion set
Both
to
teams
kick off.
ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. And he will not attempt a return, so this will come out now to the 35-yard line.
Great, great, great. Set. On anyone, huh? Bang. No touch.
On first down, it's Hurts. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Divine Diablo.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll run it here with Robinson. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. A gain there of 10 yards. First down, Atlanta.
Well, this is something we don't see every day, Mike. A team playing with a traditional I formation fullback. It's kind of a lost art in today's modern game, but in this case, highly effective. Great job by the fullback clearing out the path for his running back, and they're able to pick up the first down.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Gain of 7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the 23-yard line.
Now Penix to throw on 2nd down. That's caught. It's high. And he's into the end zone. Daryl High. Touchdown, Atlanta.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. But if you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate. And great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch. I don't love the call. I mean, all week you practice these gotta-have-it plays. Every call sheet, Mike, has 3 or 4 plays that are down here in the goal line that could also be used as 2-point plays. I think to simply turn it around and just hand the ball to your running back, gotta be a little bit more creative. That's a big missed opportunity.
And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
Set. Delta.
Hurts to the air on first down. They'll try to set up the screen here. And he's very close to a first down. He's out after a pickup of 9.
10 yards.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Divine Diablo.
Intercepted by the Falcons. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Let's go. Smash. Go.
And here's Bijan. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the Falcons, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On 1st down, right back to Robinson. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Nolan Smith makes the tackle.
At the 21-yard line. A 3-yard
From the 21, here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Penix. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Brown. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position, being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
A 1st down throw for Hurts. He finds Devontae Smith, and he's going to have this one up near the 28.
A gain of 12 yards. And an Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Hurts looking to throw on 1st down. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
That's another Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41.
On 1st and 10, it's Barkley. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
The tackle by Jalen
Ball on the
Walker.
47-yard line.
A gain
Here's
of 5
second
brings
and
up
5.
Second
No touch,
and
touch.
5
Hey!
at the
I know you want-
47-yard line.
No touch.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Caden
Intercepted
Ellis.
by the Falcons. They'll take over first and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now Robinson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Lost one on the last play, so now it's second and 11.
At the Eagles' 46-yard line.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports.
Mustang 19. Come on. Set. Buffalo Hawk 70. Trap 60. Ready, right?
On second down, Penix. A fast quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
On third down, Penix. That's complete. He's got it to London. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
At the 25-yard line.
We're trying to burn some clock here and keep it on the ground. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
19 tight. Let's go.
Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. This is caught at the 2. And he's in. Drake London. Touchdown Falcons.
Zane Gonzalez.
That's his
lining up
second
for the extra
touchdown
point.
of the afternoon.
His kick is good.
Greg, they did everything they wanted to do on that drive, and now a chance to really make it an important lead.
Mike, with that touchdown there, they're an extra point conversion from extending this lead to a 2-score game. And at this point in the fourth quarter, I think they'd feel pretty good about their chances of holding on.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10.
Great. Go.
Now it's Hurts. Now a screen set up for Barkley. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
On the play.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Great. Set. No touch.
Off the play fake. Hurts. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Leonard Floyd in for the sack. It is a loss of 8, and now it's third down. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Gonna need a big play now. 3rd down and long.
Great. Set. On 81, up. Hey, 73.
They'll drop to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
That one caught by Smith. And he's going to have an Eagles first down on what will be a big play there for 4th and long.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's Hurts. That's a short one, caught by Goddard. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
A gain of 22
The defense
more
could
yards.
not bring him down. It's a catch and run of 22 yards.
1st and 10.
Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. Hurts will try it again. He'll get that out to Barkley.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball.
63.
Gain.
63.
Again, Hurts. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. That one knocked away. In the end zone, incomplete. What a good job locating the football by the defense where it matters most. And it'll bring up 3rd down now.
Great. Set. On 81, up. Man. No touch.
To the air again. Hurts. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
On the coverage.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Great.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That's complete. Tight end Goddard. And they continue to churn out 1st down. What a drive.
Yards.
It continues now with 1st and goal.
Eagles, 1st down.
Alpha.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
No touch. Set. 180. Go Silver, ready? Silver, set. Crowd left, Yanni. No touch.
Hurts again. And this will be a touchdown. They are within a 2-point conversion of coming back to tie this game.
And what a finish this is shaping up to be, Mike. They somehow get the late touchdown with very little time left on the clock. And, of course, now everybody knows what's coming. You've got to have your best 2-point, gotta have it play. You've been working on it all week. Let's see what they got.
The Eagles will set up for the 2-point
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That's going to be incomplete. The defense holds, stopping the 2-point conversion in the final minute. And this remains a 2-point game. In need of a recovery and a quick field goal, here comes the onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done. on first down, it's Robinson. Not much there, maybe a yard. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. They'll go again with Robinson. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to 30